Are you ready to unlock the secrets to unparalleled success in your leadership? Today, I'm diving into 7 ways you can maximize your hours after work so you can elevate your leadership to new heights. These aren't just tips. These are game-changing strategies that can redefine your path to success. Stick around, because implementing these could be the turning point that you've been waiting for. I'm Miles Threat. Thank you for joining me for Legacy Leaders Lounge, where I help ambitious leaders just like you build a lasting legacy, no matter where you're at in your leadership journey. Now, for you to maximize those hours after work, it starts with your planning and preparation on the weekends. I don't know what your weekend schedule is like, but some point in your weekend, you need to plan your week ahead. Really and truly, when it gets down to it, you need to plan your year, you need to plan your quarters, you need to plan your month, and then you plan your week, and then you plan your day. But put in the work ahead of time on the weekend and plan out your week. Your weekend be the most efficient for you. Yes, take care of your responsibilities with your family and friends and have some fun and do some things that you enjoy. You should have that in your schedule, but you also make sure your weekend is a planning for the week ahead, that you take care of all your chores, you plan for how you want your week to look, not only at work during work hours, but how do you want it to look after work, after you're done with your job and you want to work on building something for yourself. If you've got a big dream and plan for yourself and you want to launch that business or start your nonprofit, or maybe you want to grow your career, whatever it might be, you need to plan that out and tactically put it in a plan where you know what you're going to do each evening after work and how are you going to use those hours, and write that plan out. Besides taking care of your chores, the other things that you need to do is make sure you do some meal prepping so that you make your week run more smoothly for yourself. You're not spending as much time in the kitchen. And if you don't like the meal prep, maybe you just need to go invest in a meal service that is delivered to you so you don't have to think about what it is you're going to eat on any evening, or what are you going to eat during the week at work, or whatever you do. But you've got it planned out and you're doing something that benefits your health and your fitness. Outside of taking care of your chores and your meal prep, you need to block out some creative hours for you to work on the weekend. Yes, if you're going after a big dream or big goal, you need to think about, hey, this next year, maybe my weekends are committed to 4 to 6, maybe 8 hours of working on your dream. And I'm not saying you have to give up everything. Maybe it's 3 weekends out of the month you're working on your dream. Then you have 1 weekend where you just do nothing but fun stuff. You figure it out how you're going to make it work for you. But it starts with that weekend plan and planning out the week ahead. Once you've planned out the week ahead, in that plan, you need to time block. How are you going to spend your evenings after work? Block it out on a daytimer calendar. Use your Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, whatever device you have. You can put it in there, put it in your daytimer, but block out how you want to use your evenings. And think about making sure you block out a section of focused work on your dream. Focused, uninterrupted work. 30 minutes, an hour. I don't know what your family life is like. Maybe you can devote 2 hours to it. I don't know. But whatever it is, if it's all you can give to it that evening, it's 30 minutes, block out that 30 minutes. Find you a quiet place, stay focused, and get to work and work on whatever it is you determine that you're going to work in that 30 minutes to hour, 2 hour time frame that you have. But block it out. Make sure it's focused. Make sure it's uninterrupted. After you've done that and you've got the schedule planned out, if you're commuting and driving back and forth from work, you have a 30-minute drive, you have an hour drive, you might have 20 minutes. Whatever time you have during that drive time, make that your transition period and use it as a learning moment. Find you an audio book to listen to your favorite podcaster, listen to a YouTube channel related to your work, listen to somebody inside your industry, somebody outside your industry. I don't care who it is, but listen to something that will help you learn, grow, and develop. And use that time as your transition period. You're shutting down from your job and your work and you're transitioning away from it. Even if it means the first thing you got to do when you get home is spend time with your family, that is still your transition period, and you're using that time as your learning moment. You're investing in yourself. Your next thing you need to make sure you have time for, block out for yourself, is for your physical health and having a workout routine in mind. Whatever amount of time you want to invest in your physical fitness. For me, I block out an hour. I go to the gym at least 3 days a week where I'm spending an hour working out, lifting weights. Those are things that I like to do for my health. On the days I'm not in the gym, I'm having a 30-minute mobility workout that I do at home where I'm still having something I do physically that helps me there again transition and separate from what I did at work, helps me blow off the steam, helps me get refocused, helps me think about what I got ahead of me. And there again too, sometimes I listen to music and other times I will listen to that audiobook, continue listening to it, or listening to a podcast or a YouTube channel to help me grow and develop and think about the things that I am working on to try to improve on for myself, or how I'm trying to grow my business at that point in time and help me develop and grow my business in the way I want it to grow at this moment in time. I am making sure that is efficient time for me. But as I'm working out too, I'm also focusing on my health and fitness and trying to improve in that area. So use that as value added time for yourself and block that out on your calendar as well. Once that workout is taken care of and I've got my health taken care of, I know I'm ready to transition into my work. First thing I'm doing is I'm eating after that because I've had a long day and I need to fuel my body. That's why I meal prep ahead of time so I can just heat something up and eat, and I'm not spending a lot of time working in the kitchen. I'm at least enjoying my meal, eating a healthy meal, taking care of myself. It's all been pre-planned, prepped, and it's pretty much ready to go, and I just got to heat it up so I can enjoy my meal. Now, if you don't like doing that and you want to cook and that's what you want to do, then you got to realize that's going to take you more time. And if you have a family, make having family meals a priority and be sure you're focusing on that moment and you're there with them. You're not worried about what you're about to go do or working. I know you got a big dream and goal and you want that to happen, but be present with them in those moments when that is what you use with that time. And if you're a busy parent and you got kids that are in sports and you're traveling all over the place and maybe you are having to buy fast food or hopefully you're meal prepping and taking something, and if you're at that field or that venue waiting for them to get done with practice, that is a good opportunity for you to focus on your work as well. You can use those hours. You can separate yourself from the other parents. If you got a big dream, go work on it. Spend time on it. Use those hours for your benefit. And when you spend that time with them, another tip for you, you want to get the best use of your time, and you have children in sports and you're trying to get them there and you want to be present for that and see that happen for them, you can also use that time as your exercise time. I've done both. I took my son to the soccer fields and I would do a body weight workout or run or walk or jog or whatever I could do around that field to get my exercise in. So I was using my time to the best of my ability. So when I got back home, if I needed more focused work to do, I could have time to do it. But I was taking advantage of the time that I had, investing in my child and investing in myself all at the same time. Another thing you should keep in mind as you're doing this is, and this is just what I do, that Friday evening, that's me time, family time, no matter what. I might be planning, doing some work on the weekend, but that Friday evening, no, that is blocked out, and that is for me and my family, and that is some of my downtime. And it's okay to have some of that downtime in your schedule. Maybe Friday is not for you. Maybe it's Wednesday, whatever it is. There's a time in my life where it was Wednesday nights because my kids were doing church activities and I was going there as well, and that was my downtime as well. Whatever it is, make sure you build that into your schedule as well and give that time and have that priority time with your family where it's focused time with them. And the final step is have a shutdown routine. You need to have a shutdown routine for yourself every evening. You need to have some time where you take 10 or 15 minutes to just kind of close out the day. Go back over your day, look at the things you accomplished. What did you do well? What do you need to carry over into the next day? What are you grateful for that you accomplished? What do you need to work on? And even having a little brain dump session where you journal, make sure you're ready for the next day and planning for whatever you got to do at your job or even your dream that you're working on. You write that out and you go back and evaluate your day as well and kind of shut that day down. And those last 30 minutes of the day, just spend some time reading. Find something that will help you grow and develop and use that last 30 minutes of the day for you to read a book. Maybe it's not about growth and development. Maybe it's just a fiction book that helps you separate yourself and prepare yourself for bed and get ready to end your day in a relaxing, rejuvenating way that prepares you to sleep well so that you can get the rest that you need. I've covered 7 ways you can maximize your hours after work. It starts by planning your weekends, taking care of your chores, time blocking your week out, have a transition period from your job, using that as your learning hours, have your workout planned, have a day for you to shut down, spend with family, and then also have a specific shutdown routine in the evening where you're doing some journaling, you're doing some reading. You've blocked out that time during the week. Make sure those time blocks where you go in, where it's 30 minutes, where it's an hour, where it's 2 hours of focused work, you're all in on your dream at that point in time. Those are the 7 ways that you can maximize your hours after work and work towards building your dream for yourself and for your future, to build that legacy that you want to build. I'm Miles Threet. Thank you for joining Legacy Leaders Lounge today. If you found any of those strategies beneficial to you, please like and subscribe to my channel. And in the comments below, let me know which strategy you're going to start using for yourself. And if you want to build that lasting legacy and make it happen for you this year, in the description below, there's a link for you to sign up for a strategy call with me, and I can help you build that lasting legacy, maximize your time, and make your dreams come true for yourself, whether you want to launch your nonprofit, kickstart your entrepreneurial dream, or grow your career in the corporate world. Thank you for joining me today.